else wanting to get into Cyrodiil? You'd best speak with the Legionnaire, quickly. But be warned, he's not the most patient man.
This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions.
I want to cross the border and enter
You and hundreds of
Cyrodiil.
others. But I'm not authorized to let just anyone through. Border's locked down. That's that. No two ways about it. No arguing about it either. Those are the rules. You'll either need official papers or some other justification for your passage.
I am the Dragonborn and have the support of the
Dragonborn
Grey
of
Bears.
legend. You have the dragon blood coursing through your veins. Who am I to stand in your way? Pass through, mighty Dragonborn. It is an honor.
I'm ready. Open the gate.
Understood. Just hold on one moment. Letting someone as distinguished as you through this gate. Makes a change from all the frustrated traders and irate mercenaries. It's been a pleasure, truly. Here's hoping you can do Cyrodiil some good. I'd advise you make your way down to Bruma. I hear they're dealing with a lot of problems down there. The heartland of Tamriel. She's ailing. Maybe beyond saving. But I'm sure you'll take a fair crack at it all the same. Welcome to Cyrodiil. Report, soldier. Any luck?
None, sir. We persuaded him, we threatened him, we even beat him. He wouldn't talk.
Unsurprising. Sadly. This one's stubborn. Too stubborn for his own good. Still, you did all you could. That's admirable in itself. Now go. Get back to your regular ship. Damn it. Not a loss. Divines. How can I get that damned guy to shut up and comply? Possibly the most stubborn prisoner
What was
we've
that
ever
conversation
captured.
all about?
What was that conversation about? It was about possibly the most stubborn prisoner we've ever captured and incarcerated here. We caught him crossing the border a few days ago. Since then, he's been raving incoherently. Well, he's coherent, but near delusional. We've been meaning to interrogate him, but every time I've sent one of my soldiers to do it, he's refused. And, you know the worst damned part? I feel for him. He's clearly somewhere between naive and insane. And the Penitus Oculatus aren't the most merciful sort. They'll come for him soon, make no doubt about it. And when they do, he'll face a fate much worse than any of my troops could dispatch. It's not the best situation, but my hands are tied.
What will happen if you can't get that
He'll be
information out
carted
of
off
him
by
here?
the Penitus Oculatus, the Empire's secret police. I've heard a lot about how they operate. None of it pretty. I'd prefer to resolve this situation here before sending this guy off to them. Divines know it'd probably be a fate worse than death. But, if no one's able to successfully interrogate him, well, my hands are tied.
I'd be happy to assist with the
It's
interrogation.
not common practice, but considering what the alternative would be, and how uncooperative this particular prisoner is, I can't really say no. He's in the prison wing of the fort. One moment. Take this. A letter proving that I've given you authorization to go in there. Best of luck, and thanks for helping us with this.
What? Who are you? You're not one of these damned Imperial soldiers. Are you here to rescue me?
I'm a Stormcloak, too. Just keep it down and tell me what's going on.
Oh. A true daughter of Skyrim. My heart gladdens to see you in this hive of Imperial bootlickers.
All right. Tell me, why did you cross the border?
Skyrim is suffering under the Empire's yoke. We're not even allowed to worship our own damned gods. You wouldn't understand. You're an Imperial dog. A toady for the Thalmor. But we deserve freedom! And to truly achieve freedom, we need to end the Empire. Strike at its heart. Cyrodiil, the Imperial City. And the rest will crumble. Oh, Talos, here comes the damn jailer. Just what I needed. Someone else to rub salt in the wound.
I see your interrogation's going well. Better than any of the other sops that I've tried, at any rate.
Bloody jailer. Come to gawk at the poor, helpless Stormcloak. You'll pay, damned Imperial! You'll all pay!
You say that every day. Still haven't found a way to break through those bars, though, have you? The information you've gotten out of him so far? Good work. You've gotten the basics out of him, but the Legate needs to know everything we can possibly extract. So, well, best not let the prisoner hear our little chat. Follow me. Thought we needed to get away from prying ears. Last thing we need is to let the prisoner in on our techniques. Now we know the guy's plot. Heard it straight from the horse's mouth. But we need to know more. This time you need to take on a few different lines of attack. Find out who sent him, if he came with anyone else, and where they may be. And try not to lose track of time. The Pentatus Oculatus will be here soon, and the Legate wants us to get the information out of him, not them. Good luck. Bye.
You know what? While you were back there exchanging poisonous words with your jailer friend, I've decided I'm not talking. No more!
Whose orders do you follow? It's in your interest to complain.
Fine, fine. I crossed the border through Serpent's Trail. An old smuggling route. We're not part of the main Stormcloak army. At least, not anymore. We call ourselves the Stormcloak Breakaways. Ha! I'm not going to tell you a thing!
The whereabouts of your accomplices tell me now.
All right, all right. Need to get violent. There are others. Not sure how many. I was never in command. Just their forward scout. One of them, at any rate. But I know of at least 6 others. 3 of them crossed the border, came down here. Not reported back in weeks. The others, 3 of them, waiting on the Skyrim side of the border. Lying in wait, waiting for my report. Given that I've been stuck in here for days, bet they're running out of patience right quick.
Let's end this interrogation here.
But he has connections.
The prisoner is part of an organization called the Stormcloak Breakaways.
So even Ulfric Stormcloaks aren't extreme enough for some of his flunkies. Pfft, stir-crazy Nords.
He has 6 accomplices. Maybe
6
more.
accomplices? Not quite an army, but a formidable force given a clever and able commander.
That's all I know.
I see. Thank you, What the? Quick, follow me.
Quickly, get the door open before the jailer and the food liquor come back.
Shut up and keep it down. I'm working on it. But turns out, buying stacks of black market invisibility potions leaves little coin for lockpicks.
Who's that?
Big mistake. Boost. Surprise me.
Chill.
Tiny pieces.
Boost.
Report. Where's the prisoner?
What happened?
Stormcloaks attacking the fort. What does it look like? I guess these blasted Stormcloaks are trying to rescue that damned prisoner. Divines forsake them, and Dagon take them. Stay on alert, everyone. Might be more of these Stormcloaks yet. Penitus Oculatus.
Yes, yes. We're the Penitus Oculatus. A thrill for soldiers posted in a frigid backwater such as this, I'm sure. The prisoner. Now, borrow.
This one, here. I hired them to interrogate him after our own efforts proved fruitless. I suggest you two have a conversation first.
The legates disobeying command. You can't simply let them.
Enough. Come then, let us speak. And see whether or not your findings are as interesting as the legate seems to believe. So, what did you discover? How many accomplices does he have? Where are they active? What faction does he belong to?
The Stormcloak breakaways. They're active on both sides of the border.
Interesting. But more importantly, accomplices. While this ill-fated little prison break revealed that much, the prisoner's confession suggests more widespread activity than previously assumed.
Thank you.
Seems the prisoner's here now. I must say, Legate, your operation is quite efficient.
Hello. Are you really going to take him away? His plot was stupid. There's no way he could have done it. He might be insane for all we know.
Security of the Empire comes before all else, Legate. You will come to understand this in time.
You there! You may be a lapdog of the Imperials, but it's not too late! Put down these damned Imperials! Free me! Don't let them cut me away!
The foolish overture. This way.
Boost.
Not exactly the outcome I was hoping for. But the Empire is what it is. The best damned hope for Tamriel, warts and all. Still, you did what I asked of you, and accomplished it well. Here's your payment. I'll try not to think of the poor guy's fate. Not even a Stormcloak deserves to suffer the Penitus Oculatus' interrogation techniques.
You there! This is a war zone! What are you doing here? Fine. If you won't leave, go. Find Alina. Tell her we need her at the front, immediately. Wait, Alina, she's... dead? You'll have to hold my rear, but you'll stand no chance with that weapon. Grab one of the old consecrated blades. Glenroy should do, from the armory. Meet me in the West Wing with Glenroy's blade, and we'll make our final stand. You're here. Why are you not wielding Glenroy's blade? His is an ancient and revered weapon. You dishonor our order by spurning it. But why are you not wielding... Let's go! Dead. He's... dead. And the... roof... rubble. Corvin is dead. Alina is dead. They're all... dead. And the roof... Is this it? Have we lost the fight?
You're dead as well, Reslan. I found your skeleton in the armory.
I'm dead. You found my skeleton. Talus, no! Then Cloud Ruler Temple is lost. The blades are broken. My order is no more. As am I. Thank you for showing me the truth, friend. You've spared me endless torment. Though I fear that the truth isn't much more comforting. Meet me back in the Great Hall. There are rites to perform. Perhaps then I'll be able to feel Arkay's embrace at last. The time has come, friend. Place our blades into the fire. Release our spirits. Grant us rest in Aetherius. You have freed us, friend. You have my eternal thanks. You may keep Glenroy's blade. My soul will empower it. It is an ancient artifact of our order, but our order is broken. Use it to uphold our legacy.
If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The Chapel of St. Mark...
Stranger, have you seen my dad?
There is no Talos worship going on here.
It violates the spirit of the White Gold Concordat. I must urge you to cease and desist at once.
Oh? What is the spirit of the White Gold Concordat?
The spirit of the White Gold Concordat is that men are not and can never be gods. Just as Tiber Septim is not a god, nor is Martin Septim.
What does the Concordat actually say?
The Concordat forbids Talos worship.
No mention of Martin Septim worship, though?
Marcius Carpe, Viscount Bruma. The title garners a lot of respect and a fair few privileges.
I must
Anyway,
consult
how
with
can
my
I help you?
superiors. Perhaps we will have to petition for a slight amendment to some unfortunately specific wording within the Concordat. We will keep our eyes on your little cult, however.
Excuse me, sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you?
Well, it has a bad reputation. Well deserved.
No heirlooms.
As I suspected. Sorry to bother you, citizen. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah? Thanks.
What's all this about a Kiviri heirloom?
A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been nagging my life and soul out about the damn things. You see, the Carvanes have a sort of family tradition. They've acquired a taste for Akaviri artifacts, constantly collecting more and more. Been going on for centuries now. Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus, Count Carvane, isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen.
Your tone. Tensions between you
No,
and the
not
Count.
tensions as such, just... I'm tired. I've had 4 sleepless nights in a row. The Count's talking my ear off about these artifacts, and it's stopping me from tending to more important issues. Not that I'm disloyal to Count Carvane, of course. I've never had reason to dislike our ruler. Better him than some of the other counts and countesses in the province.
You mentioned more important issues.
Yes, this damned artifact business doesn't affect anyone except the Count. While I'm out chasing after shiny baubles, people are getting killed by bandits and waylaid on the road. I mean, we've got Thorina's cutters roaming the Gerals and harrying travelers for Stendar's sake. And I'm wandering Bruma after trinkets like some lost paint horse looking for its master.
Could you use some help searching for them?
Well, that's... who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you found them, and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now.
Have any suspect?
Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves all that well. The shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of thieves, bandits, thugs, and other miscreants, might be a decent place to start your search.
Why would the thief want the artifacts?
Almost definitely the resale value. Akaviri artifacts are very often one of a kind, and they can fetch a very high price to the right buyers. Someone possessing those artifacts could find themselves becoming very wealthy very quickly. I suspect that's the motive here.
How did the thief even get inside the castle?
I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. Either adept stealth or good luck. Probably a bit of both.
When and how were the artifacts stolen?
I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest. Rignar, the castle steward, was the first one who noticed them missing. Might be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig up.
You here to do... What is it?
Heard anything about stolen Akaviri
I don't
heirlooms?
tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know. Especially when you're in my line of work.
Just tell me. Don't want any legal complications.
True enough. There's this Breton guy who comes through here every now and again. Sleaziest guy I've ever seen. Except for me, of course. Got a reputation to maintain, you know? Name's Etienne. Or something like that. Anyway, he mentioned something to do with Akaviri trinkets while we spoke. Mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I guess he's your man.
Where can I find this, Etienne?
I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers? That's a sure way to get run out of this business.
Don't play dumb with me, Bencher. We're both
Listen,
smarter than that.
You want me to tell you so badly? Make me. I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume.
Venture won't tell me anything without legal pressure.
Ventior wants legal pressure. That can certainly be arranged. Take this. A letter with my signature. Show it to him and he's sure to change his tune.
I've got rooms, I've got food and drinks, and 1,000 elven ladies under my belt.
I have this letter from Adius.
What? Let me see that. Oh, damn. Fine, I'll tell you what I know. Listen, I heard the thief had some dealings with some, fellow businessmen holed up in the Gerals. You'd probably call them bandits, though. I tell you, no respect for the profession these days. Here, just so I don't have to go sit in a cell again, I'll mark it on your map. Go take it up with them. And by the divines, leave me alone now, alright? God.
Who's there? I knew I heard something. I'll carve you.
Why are you talking to me of all people?
When are you going
My
to
mortar
do
and
something?
pestle can make near any
There's a
potion or
trap
poultice.
door inside your house. You know that. I don't want to march in there in case they're planning an ambush.
There's a trap door inside my house. I didn't
Respect
realize
the
that
law.
until now.
Respect yourself.
Let's just wait a few minutes and see if the thief decides to try his luck leaving the building before we do anything rash.
Heal wounds,
Damn it
restore
all.
willpower,
Scheming
regain your
thieves can
energy.
just wander inside
Potions
while I'm
for
sleeping
sale
and
here.
steal what little coin I have left to my name. Kinnereth, give me strength.
Ah, you're back. Come, we need to talk. As you can see, there's another problem to deal with. So now old Bartram's got a thug inside his house, apparently. Just wonderful. To be honest, I'd rather be dealing with this than going on Count Carvain's wild guar chase. I should ask before I march in there and deal with the thief. Did your investigation turn up any leads about the Count's precious artifacts?
The thief's going to deliver them to a
Finally,
convent in
that's
Bruma Cavern.
no small relief. I guess that means you go find him in the caverns while I go deal with the thief in Bartram's house.
Apparently the trap door in Botran's
That
house leads to
changes
the
things.
caverns.
Well, at least now we can kill two birds with one stone. If it's true, that is. Under most circumstances, I'd insist on going in first. I'm captain of the guard. It's my duty to shoulder the risk. But, well, this reeks of an ambush. It makes more sense to go in prepared. Let's go.
Captain of the guard. Just what I... Go ahead. Rub salt right into the wound.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you in Botram's house, and why in Oblivion do you look like you're on death's doorstep?
It all went wrong. The bandits tricked me. Typical. I wanted them to put in a good word for me with the cutters. But no, they lied. I gave their guy the artifacts, then they started swinging. I narrowly escaped by climbing back through the trapdoor.
I see. Well, I'm placing you under arrest for stealing Count Carvain's Zakaviri artifact collection. At least you won't bleed out in here. I'm gonna have to deal with this guy, slap him in irons and take him before the Count. Finally get Carvain off my back. I suppose that means it's down to you to deal with the bandits and retrieve the artifacts. I know the caverns are a favorite haunt of bandits and criminal types. Lots of them down there. No need to clear them out. Not that I'd complain if you did. Just grab the artifacts. Best of luck.
the thief, Captain? You mean to say that my artifacts have been found?
Yes, Count Carvane. He stole your artifacts and attempted to deliver them to the bandits operating in the Bruma caverns.
I see. Well, of course, I expect he should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Now, my artifacts?
Actually, this new friend of Bruma has them.
And who's this?
A friend, responsible for tracking down the artifacts and finding the thief. In fact, I'd say they deserve most of the credit, Count Carvane.
Ah, friend of Bruma. Such tales are always gratifying to hear of. In fact, Captain, would you mind giving us a moment to speak?
Of course. I'll just be waiting over there. I'd like to say a few words to this new friend of Bruma before they take their leave.
Of course, Captain. Friend de Bruma, may I have a moment?
What is it?
If you would just hand over the artifacts, gently if you please. Thank you very much. So, you tracked down the thief and found my artifacts. I am extremely grateful. Please, accept this small recompense from the Treasury. Thank you for your service. Something makes me think you're not going to merely disappear, though. You're the kind to get tangled in all sorts of affairs, I'm sure. Farewell, friend to Bruma. Good luck. I do hope you remain loyal to the Bruma throne.
It's rare to see someone so willing to help another these days. You went to great lengths to find those damned artifacts. And for that, you have my thanks. I don't know what Count Carvane said to you, and I don't really mind. The Count and I don't always see eye to eye, but I have a duty. Anyway, something makes me think we may see each other again. People like you tend to make waves, don't they? Take this. A personal thank you gift from me. Safe travels, my friend. And thanks.
To fail at a simple job like that. No way it was just a coincidence. There must have been... Oh, hello. What are you looking at? Speak.
What were you mumbling about?
That's none of your... I suppose there's no harm in telling you now. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to help. I'm a mercenary. Been one for years now, and I don't often fail a job. But this last time, I did fail, but not through any fault of my own.
Let me guess you need a hero to save the day.
Cut out the sarcasm. I don't appreciate it. If you want to help me, if you want the honor of working by my side, then you should at least exercise respect. I'd been hired by some anonymous noble to clear out a cave full of bandits near Bruma. Offer some nice coin, too. My wife came with me. We're battle partners. Things were going well until we were ambushed. Bandit reinforcements showed up out of nowhere, flanking us the way we came. They bound us and gagged us, left us disarmed and defeated. They left with my wife and left me to die. I managed to escape my captivity, but when I got back to the cave, they'd gone. All of them, including my wife. I've been searching for her damn near a whole year now. No success.
I'll help you.
Praise Malakath. Once you turn up something solid, let me know. I'll be here. The best place to start is probably the castle. Ask the nobles, see if they know anything.
I'm the Count Steward here in Bruma. If there is anything you need, I'll try my best to help you.
Do you know of any nobles that hired mercenaries for a bandit raid last year?
We keep records of expenses from members of the Bruma court, especially the times it's coming out of our treasury. However, we don't give this kind of information out to anyone who so much as asks. Why do you want to know?
I am investigating a kidnapping on suspicions of foul play.
I see an honest glint in your eye. I think you're telling the truth. Well then, I will get you any information I can from the records. One moment while I go check them. You just wait around here.
Hello, I am Afana Adichie. I'm part of the Bruma court. Rather high ranking in it, too.
Do you know of any nobles that hired mercenaries recently?
Let me think. There was one raid Simond organized, last I remember. Never mentioned it to me. Always been a quiet fellow, but I saw it in his journal.
Do you remember when this raid was?
No, truth told. Though I imagine you could just check Simmons' journal if you wanted to do that. I obviously couldn't endorse such behavior, though. Goes without saying, I suppose.
Where would I find Simmons' journal?
In his quarters, of course. Though you may need a key to get inside.
Something makes me think you have that key.
Well, maybe I do. I'm a terrible liar. Okay, I have one. But I obviously couldn't give it to you now, could I? Unless you could always do me a favor.
What kind of a favor?
Here's what we'll do. I'll give you the key to Simmons' quarters, and you can do whatever you wish. But in return, you have to leave this note in his drawer. No need to read it. It's sentimental.
I'll do it. Now hand over the key.
Fantastic. Here you go. I eagerly await your return.
Well, I've checked the records. There was one account of Afana Adichie hiring some mercenaries for a job similar to your description last year. She spends a lot of time around the castle. You can go speak to her if you wish. Out of memory, there was another who hired some mercenaries for a bandit raid last year too. It was, Simon Courtier. Yeah, that's the one. Not too sure on the details. I'm going off of memory here, since his mission wasn't recorded in the books. Huh. Strange that. We usually keep thorough records. Well, anyway, I hope I was of some help. But that's all I know, and all the books know. Best of luck with your investigation.
Do you know of any nobles that hired mercenaries recently?
Yes, there was Strong Minds operation. That's about all I can remember, though.
What about a certain raid on a Midas-work mercenaries? Do they ring a bell?
No, of course not. That's preposterous.
You're back. Any news on my wife? Who's the spineless wretch that sold us out? Tell me, now!
It was Simon Gaudier.
Gaudier? The Breton? Then I'll rip his... Wait, a Breton? Really? A Breton? Weak-willed, soft-spoken, magic-practicing ponces? How could a Breton overcome an orc, even with bandits on his side? I remember overhearing talk in the castle that Simon had a luxury manor up in the east of the Gerals somewhere. Go search this guy's home. See if it actually was him. Find something, anything, that conclusively links him to the crime and bring it to me. If it is the damned Breton, that's when we act.
Hello.
Fools! Rota! Fools! Rota!
Got a coffin ready?
I found this letter at Simon Gaudier's
Let me see
house.
that! That bastard! Yes! He did it! I can tell, plain as day! He tries to speak in riddles, but it seems he's not all that good at subtlety. We found the bastard! And it seems... it implies he got her alive. Perhaps she's still alive. Come, my friend, it's time we got to the bottom of this, once and for all. We're going to Gautier's house. Now! I'll follow your lead. It's time for retribution.
Time to pay this bastard back.
Ah! Would you look at this? Silverware. Materialistic bastard. Surprise me. That's what he thinks of her? Of course it is. Just another one of his possessions. Another trophy in his cabinet. That slimy... Wait. Would you look at this? There's a trap door under here. Looks like these barrels got pushed over it. That little eel. Tried to hide himself by hiding the way in, eh? Well, that's that. Now let's march down here and find my wife.
Whew. Today went better than expected, I suppose. But some nosy type came asking around about mercenaries and bandits and payments. I told you the brute was back in town. And now it seems he's got a lackey who's on our scent. I even felt the need to barricade us in here for protection. This constant running and hiding is...
I know. This is... I don't know. This is still so strange. It's hard wrapping my head around it sometimes.
Yes, I know what you mean, dear. But sometimes things just happen. And you're foolish to fight back. It's unfortunate that we have to keep our relationship as secret as we do, but what choice do we have?
Quiet now, Simond. Just relax.
You sneaky, slimy, slithering bastard! Here with my wife! My... wife! You deviant, backstabbing...
She's mine, Dumrag! She loves me!
Your lies can't save you now, you ignorant son of a...
I love him.
A tool, you faithless wretch! How dare you? How dare you forsake me so brazenly for this corrupt, spineless...
Doomrug,
Enough of this! Atul loves me. She no longer loves you. You must come to terms with that orc. Now, leave our home and never bother me or her ever again.
This comes as a shock. What do I do? What do I do?
Leave them be. Try to forget they ever existed and rebuild your life.
You're right. This was bad business all around. No good can come from stooping to this level anymore. I'm leaving this den of iniquity. Perhaps we'll meet again, perhaps we won't. Thanks for the help. Here, take this. Some gold from my old merc jobs.
Hey, friend. I just, wanted to talk. To say you're a stranger who just wandered into my path as I was looking for stolen artifacts. We've accomplished a lot together. You're a rare sort. You're the kind of person who stands by people and does good by a fair city. I can respect that more than I can respect most. If you're up for it, I was wondering if you'd let me buy you a drink at the Gerald View. We can talk as friends, as it were.
Sure, I'd love to.
Great. I'm looking forward to catching up. Ah, you came. Excellent. Now we can speak as friends. I guess I should just cut to the chase. For a long time, I've felt like I've kind of just been going through the motions of being guard captain, you know? Like a part of my soul was torn out of me.
Why have you been feeling like that?
It all goes back to, mistake I made a long time ago. A guardswoman under my service, Ivan Vidici. She was one of the most courageous and stalwart guards, or friends, I've ever had. And she died. Because of me.
How did she die?
I was leading a raid against some bandits. Some of the most dangerous, most loathsome bandits in the Jarls. She was fighting alongside us. I made some bad calls. We were surrounded, and she perished. I've never forgiven myself for it. Never. And since then, it's never been the same. When you're a guard, you've got to be somewhat distant from things. You can't get too friendly with the people you're serving and arresting. And so there's been a hole in my life ever since.
So what's next for you in the Bruma guard?
Well, the other day, that thief you helped apprehend, the artifact pilferer Etienne Goulet, got out of jail somehow. I suspect we haven't seen the last of it. But as of right now, things have been pretty quiet. Well, except for one thing, one big thing. Ever run into Thorina's cutters?
Thorina's cutters, who are they?
Well, they're some of the meanest bastards I've ever seen. Strangely organized, too, for bandits. That's what we're up against.
Always happy to help you, friend.
Thanks. I appreciate it. All right, then. Our scouts suggest they're based near Greenwood, where the Jarls meet the Great Forest. An old, repurposed fort. Locals and bandits alike have taken to calling it Fort Cutpurse. And Thorina. Meet me back in Bruma when you're done. I'll see what I can do to get you a fitting reward. Best of luck, friend. Be careful in there.
This is futile. Give in. I'm done. Please don't hurt me.
Boost, Rota!
Hey.
Boost!
Into 1,000 tiny pieces.
Here. My friend, you've done Bruma a world of good. You've helped me with so much. So much. County Bruma's safer thanks to you. You deserve a great reward for your service. Hopefully, this'll suffice. Follow me, friend.
Ah, the mysterious friend to Bruma returns at last. I predicted as much, did I not? Captain Adius has filled my ears with many wondrous tales about your deeds. I'm sure he embellished at least slightly, but I'm not one to doubt the good captain's sincerity. You have served Bruma ably, and completed tasks that few would even dare attempt. Your dealing with Thorina's cutters proved that many times over. It is for this reason that I grant you the title Friend to Bruma, and with it the right to purchase property here in my city. I would also further reward you. Accept this, with most sincere thanks of myself and my fair county. Pomp and ceremony aside, though, I wonder, what motivated you to do this? Altruism, or something more?
I like to keep myself busy.
That's a good quality. A somewhat evasive answer, though. There's a lot of busy work in Cyrodiil. Many people will be willing to pay you to do errands for them, tasks. But don't become complacent. Schemes can be a dangerous business. Don't wrap yourself up in them without careful consideration. I'd hate to meet you as a political opponent if, one day, we found ourselves on separate sides. I'm just warning you, friend. Politics is a dangerous game. Be careful where you tread around counts and nobility. Appearances can be deceiving. However, let's not spend all day ruminating on the perils of politics. You should go speak with Captain Adius. I believe he wanted to say a few words to you before you depart. Once again, I thank you for your aid. County Bruma could use more people like you.
I hope you like officious ceremony. At least there are some material rewards to be had as well. I imagine the fancy title will get you places. In time, at least. I've been thinking about it, but I've decided not to retire. Your services to Bruma have inspired me, given me hope. There are still decent people in this world. And having the weight of guilt about my failure somewhat expunged is a welcome relief. Come on, I'll see you out. Uh-oh. Armian's up ahead. Damn it, I did not need this. Today of all days. In my experience, Thalmor have got a way of killing the mood.
Ah, Adius Vilius, just who I was looking for.
Is this about those reports? Did it really have to be now, right after a big celebration? Do the Thalmor have need of me right now?
Yes, Vilius, we do. But not in a meeting hall. Oh no. We desire your presence elsewhere.
What in Oblivion are you talking about?
We desire your presence in Blue River Prison, Vilius.
River? The Thalmor prison camp? What is the meaning of this?
You thought you could hide a group of Talos worshippers from us. You thought to play the Thalmor for fools? Are you really so dense? No, enough of this. The dramatic build-up and suspense were both truly palpable, but now that I've seen the look on your face, the novelty has worn off. Guardsmen, let's take Vilius on a little holiday to Blue River. You there, down.
Fine. Goodbye, my friend. Perhaps this will be our final goodbye.